On Monday, I set out and I went to Grand Central Station, as used in films such as Hackers. Um, Nice decor. You can do a guided tour while you're there if you want to. I didn't do that, but you can just walk around, see it, say that you've been there. And there's a nice market in there as well where you can get things that you can't really use if you're a tourist, like stuff that needs preparing and cooking, but you can get nice cakes and stuff like that as well. So I bought some carrot cake. Very nice. Um, from Grand Central Station, I went on to the New York Public Library, as used in Ghostbusters. I saw the steps that the scared Ghostbusters run down after they've been run out of the library by the ghost at the beginning. Um, I didn't go in because I knew it would look completely different to the way it did in the film, and I knew it would kind of annoy me. Um, but you can go in if you want to. And there's loads of people hanging out on the steps doing whatever. I don't know, but it's good to see it. It's good to say that you've been there. Behind the library is Bryant Park. It's a very, very small park, but there's loads and loads of sort of independent craft stores and places selling coffee and soup and stuff like that. So you can stop, you can get some food, you can look around, maybe buy a few gifts. I was there at lunchtime. It seemed to be very, very full of people who were taking their lunch breaks from nearby office buildings. So it kind of felt like a slice of city life in a way. Um, they have an ice skating rink there in winter, so people were going ice skating, so you could try that. They had a Christmas tree up as well, which was really nice. And I did recognise it as another bit used in Ghostbusters after they are run out the library screaming. It seems to be Bryant Park that they're walking around talking in. Um, from there, I caught the subway over to Coney Island. Coney Island, famous theme park, closed between about October and April. So obviously it was closed when I was there. But I went down there anyway because I wanted to see it. It's very, very easy to get to. You get yourself on the right subway line. So if you get on at Times Square, you can get a direct subway. Um, you sit on the line for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. It's quite a long journey, but you just go to the very end of the line, so you can't even miss your stop. You get off, you follow the signs to take you over to, I think it's labelled as Coney Island, but it was Mermaid Walk or something like that. Anyway, you follow the signs for the right exit from the station, and you get out, and Coney Island is right there, right across the road. It is so easy to get to. You can't get lost or anything. Don't worry about it. Um, Coney Island is very, very small, um, but it's got some good rides there, I hear. Obviously, I didn't get to ride any of them because it was closed, but I got some really good photos. So even if you're there when it's closed, go. You can get some nice pictures. You can see the cyclone is recreated in Grand Theft Auto 4. You can walk along the beach. You can see the closed up shops on the boardwalk. It's kind of has a nice sort of deserted feel to it in a way. Nice to walk around just for an hour if it's closed. I'm sure if it's open, you could have a fun 2 or 3 hours there. Um, and very easy to get to. On the subject of subways, um, I think it's $2.50 for a single subway ride, or you can buy a metro ticket. You can get metro tickets that last for, I think you can get a 1 day one. You can definitely get a 7 day one, which is what I bought, or a month long one if you're there for a longer time, or like you're a resident or something. They're good value for money because they give you unlimited rides on the subways. I think the week long one cost me about $30, a little bit less, maybe 27, something like that. Um, Definitely worth it. And you just you swipe it as you go through the turnstiles for the subways, and it marks your card. So you never have to worry about not having enough money to get on the subway. But if you're just thinking about taking one trip here or there, then yeah, I think it was about $2.50 a trip, which I think can be expensive. They probably encourage you to buy the cards, I guess, in a way, but it works out pretty well. Um, if you don't catch the subways, you can walk, you can catch a taxi. The taxis, I've heard, are very expensive, and I think if you are very obviously a tourist, as they'll identify from your accent or your clothes or where you're going, something like that, then I think they tend to take you on longer journeys than necessary. And judging from the traffic, I think it'll take you pretty much ages to get anywhere. I would suggest using the subway or walking. It's very easy to walk around Manhattan because it follows the numbered street system, so you can't get lost. Everything's in a grid, everything's numbered, so you know where you are. If you know where you want to go, you know what street it's on, you just follow the street signs as you're walking. If you want to get up to 52nd Street and you're on 47th, just keep going and follow it. 48th, 49th, 50th, 51st, 52nd, and you're there. Um, Very easy, but it's easy to underestimate how long a distance you're going to walk. So wear good shoes and possibly think about just taking the subway everywhere. But if you don't take the subway, if you don't actually walk, then you'll see a lot of things you would have missed out on otherwise. So even if they're not major attractions, then you'll still see some nice buildings. You'll still see something going on in the street somewhere. I definitely recommend walking at least a little bit for your holiday. But as I say, it's easy to underestimate how far it is exactly that you're going, and you might find yourself walking 2 miles when your feet are already killing you, as I did when I came back from the Natural History Museum back to my hotel. That was a long and painful walk. But walking it rather than catching a subway, I passed a small supermarket, went in and bought myself some food, so it was good.